What is going on, obscure mic people? It's Bark coming at you in a little bit of a weird, unconventional one. First of all, we'll talk about this in another video. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty cheap, but that's not what we're talking about today. Today, I'm going to do a little video from the casting couch, and we're going to check this out. The Saramonic boom arm, the microphone boom arm, the SR-HC5. SR-HC5. Actually did like a benefit for some friends of mine back in May. Saramonic was cool enough to send over a couple of these boom arms, one of which we gave away, and I'm also going to give away this one. So we're going to check this out, and you will get a chance to own this boom arm. Boom arm! Let's take a look at what's in the box. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a boom arm. That's going to be an obscure mic staple, a boom arm. Boom arm! All right, we're going to slide it out. That's what she said. That didn't work out well. And, yep. Nothing else in the box. We're good there. We got some foam for your pleasure. I'm not the one that does that. Foam for your pleasure. We've got the boom arm, which is, yeah, it's a nice boom arm. Right now, it's completely straightened out. We'll get some zoom in footage on it here in just a bit. Now, my video quality is going to be just okay on this one. I'm using a camcorder, and I'm sure it'll be fine, and I'll doctor it as much as I can in post, but it's got a mic jack, and I've got this thing, and that just makes the whole process super freaking easy and fun. Okay, we got the boom arm. We'll talk about it in a minute. The only other thing that came in there is some documentation and some stickers. I mean, do we need documentation for a boom arm? I'm going to say no. And then besides that, we got a silica pack, which I'm going to toss in my trash can, and I did make it. High winds in Ohio today, more foam, and then we've got a really nice desk mount stand. Metal, feels good. Feels good. Yeah. And yeah, we've got the boom arm. So let's get a little closer in on me, talk about the boom arm, mount the boom arm, and just kind of go from there. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about with this boom arm is how it makes adjustments. And that is going to be with the tightening knobs here. The knobs are plastic. The arm is metal. Just a little bit about the arm real quick. We've got some channel guides for your XLR. You can flip up these clips, put your XLR in, and then close the clips back. Those go all the way through both parts of the arm. And at the other end of the arm, we've got a 5/8 that is on a 3/8. And I just knocked that off. And then we've got a tightening nut as well. Really nice quality there. We're going to go ahead and put the 5/8 to 3/8 adapter back on. That's also really high quality. And of course, you can unlock and adjust. Now, this isn't about tightening, it's simply about locking. Once you tighten it enough to where it locks and it's in place, that's all you do. It's not about tightening, it's about locking. Same with the middle hinge. You unlock that and it's just free. You lock it and it's not. And again, it's not moving once it's locked. So there's your whole boom arm. Boom arm! And for the sake of knowing, you've also got an adjustment point at the bottom. So once you unlock that, same thing. There's the amount of rotation you'll get. And then you simply tighten it, but just a little, to lock it in place. The arm itself almost feels like aluminum. You do have some Saramonic branding on it, but it's pretty minimal, just a little bit of white branding. Now, I've got this. This is a desk riser, and it is it's a makeshift coffee table for me, actually, and it's perfect for where I'm sitting on my nice little love seat of love. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing ready to rock and roll. Okay, so here is our boom arm mount. We're going to take the boom arm. This bolt right here, it's going to slide right in. That is also what she may have said. All right, so we're going to go with the full focus on the boom arm here. This thing has a lot of range of motion. Of course, it spins on that axis. There's no need to tighten this because there's only a little bit of play in it anyways, which it may look like a lot, but it's sturdy. It's not coming out of there. Again, when you loosen up the locking nut, you're going to have a very wide range of motion, and you can pretty much do it however you want. You can lean back a little bit, not a lot. That's as far back as it's going to lean right there. Or you can go straight up, or you can go way over, way over, which if you're going below the table, you can pretty much lay out flat there. We're going to just go straight up for now. Tighten the locking nut. We're also going to go up just a little here to about my mouth. And now, as if you didn't know, we're going to put the SM7DB on it, just as kind of a general weight test, and then we'll see the range of motion on that. Best thing about the SM7B is that loose nut, baby. That is some loose nut. Loose nut. Okay, so you got your range of motion there. That's what our locking nut is for. We can turn that high nut, lock that in real well, and looks like we need a little more height. So we'll loosen, we'll come up, we'll tighten, and then angle the mic like this. So if I wanted to do a couch podcast, I could just loosen everything up, tighten everything up, and just a few quick motions, and we are good to go to record a couch podcast. Now, I think this thing is built incredibly well. The only real issue I have with it is you do have to unlock 2 to 3 parts to get the right angle that you want. So I guess all in all, what I will say about this boom arm, which, you know, very easy to put out of the way, back, forth, around, is it's going to be for someone who wants to be fairly stationary. I don't think this is for somebody that's going to make a lot of movements. I think this is one for someone who wants to hide the XLR, who wants a minimalist looking boom arm, because really the thickness of this boom arm from the side view is very, very thin. Like, this is not a boom arm that will take up the entire camera. It's literally like a little over an inch in thickness from the side view. So if you're one of those people that wants to get your microphone boomed up and out of the way, and you're going to leave it there permanently, I think this is a good option. But if you're someone who does a lot of switching, a lot of moving, I don't think it's a good option. It's really a set it and forget it boom arm. Nice quality, much better than the Neewers of the world or the Lix Pros of the world that I've got here mounted to the wall, so I can also do couch podcasts. But this is definitely a strong set it and forget it boom arm. I mean, this is going to hold any mic you want to put on it. It's not going to give. You could probably go up to like 7, 8, 9, 10 pounds depending on what you're connected to, and it's going to work out for you. But again, if you're a person that needs to move things around a lot, it's not going to work. Now, real quick, I'm going to show you one cool thing about this boom arm. So even with a nice thick with 2 C's XLR cable with this boom arm, when you run this boom arm through the channels up top to hide the XLR, which I'm going to do just kind of a demonstration real quick. With the SM7B, connecting an XLR cable is not always a given. Granted, most mics you're going to be just fine on, but I just want to show you that with the SM7B and a thick cable, this is a Roland Black Series cable. If you are an SM7B lover and owner, and it's the only mic you're ever going to use, this is a great set it and forget it boom arm for that, because as you can see here, the XLR cable runs right through the channels, over top and straight down in. So that is a nice clean SM7B setup. Like super nice, super clean. That cable just seamlessly rolls right down into that, and there's the room for that, and it looks really good. So that's my review of the Saramonic SR-HC5. It runs 99 bucks. There's a lot of competition in the boom arm market for that price. But I do think that this is a pretty solid one for the person who's only going to set it and forget it. Otherwise, I would move on and look for something else. But the set it and forget it, it is quite perfect for those. And before I forget, because I already did, the way you can enter to win this boom arm is simply to share and tag me in one of my videos, whether it be on YouTube, X, Twitter, whatever the hell they call it now, Facebook, Instagram. Follow me on those, one or all, and share your favorite video, just like the last giveaway I had done. And you'll be entered to win the boom arm, and we'll do a little announcement after a week or two has gone by. So share your favorite video of obscure mics, and you might win this exact boom arm without the mic. Obscure mics, playing with my boom arm. Peace out.